Our next guest is famous for films such as Chariots of Fire, Passage to India, as well as countless TV shows and plays. He's one of Britain's most recognisable actors. A perfect charmer. Still manages to make the ladies swoon. Who doesn't? But not many people know where he began his career. Have a look.
Did the family feel that you were letting them down in any way and being a thespian?
No, they were very encouraging. And thank God, because it gave me an opportunity to get on with it.
How did they feel when you were starving to death and a researcher on the Jimmy Young show?
It was a strange time, that, you know, because I didn't get a job for about a year and a half. And I did a radio play in that whole time. And then this guy who lived in the flat upstairs was one of the producers and just said, you look as though you're out of work. And I was, because he used to see me coming and going at the wrong times of the day. And he very kindly got me a job. And that's when I met you, because you took over from JY when he was on holiday.
That's right. It didn't happen again.
No.
I think I was a sore disappointment to him. But then he fired you.
He fired me.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He fired me. Thank God he did.
Because people don't believe me when I tell them what a difficult man he is.
Yeah,
you know,
he's very difficult.
You give us some dirty inside stuff. Oh,
I
that's better not.
dare.
Perhaps better not. You always seem to play the English gent. And it's obviously something to do with your bearing or your voice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that a bit.
How do you get away from it? You're going to play a mucky thug or something?
You said, yes. No one seems to ask me to play mucky thugs like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Havers. I'm sick of you already.
What was that on my face? Like some strange animal crawled up onto my upper lip and died there, didn't it? What was that about? And obviously I've played lots of those... What accent was I... was it meant to be Irish or something?
I think you were imitating an Irish accent, which I do better than you.
I think you do?
I do.
A little bit better. Yeah. I do remember being very nervous before I was
yeah.
interviewed. And I remember you didn't come to the green room before the show. I don't know why. Maybe you only arrived 5 minutes before the show was done.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I never really liked any of the guests.
See, I love a truthful answer.
Yeah. On that, with the moustache, I mean, you did... There was a touch of the David Nivens there, wasn't there? I mean, and I know you were a big David Niven fan.
I'm a tremendous David Niven fan, and it started...
And you have qualities of David Niven. You have that same kind of suavity, you know, kind of oily charm.
It is quite oily, you're right.
No, but I mean, obviously a great fan, a wonderful fella.
Fantastic actor, and I mean, I think it's a story about him going to Hollywood and being an extra, and then taking a risk, and suddenly landing a movie part, and then suddenly it got a leading role, and then the war broke out, and he had this fantastic career going in Hollywood, and decided to come back to London to join up, and basically was told to go away because they didn't really want him. So it was a real, I mean, extraordinary sort of story that went on with him, which I loved.
He was a wonderful storyteller as well, wonderful record. Do you remember all those tales he used to tell Michael Parkinson when Michael Parkinson was broadcasting?
Yes, yes, I do remember. He told great stories. That was his whole thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I have a few stories that I know.
Yeah.
I've got one quite rude one, but I'll tell it anyway, because he was playing golf with Prince Rainier of Monaco. You know the story? No.
Surprised me.
And they were having a round of golf, and on the sort of 16th green, they were putting, and Rainier said to him, "You must have a hell of a black book of girlfriends and stuff." And Niven said, "Yes, as a matter of fact, I do." He said, "Well, who gave the best in Hollywood?" And he went, "Grace E. Fields." and the prince went, "Gracie Fields? I don't believe it."
The camera really hates you, doesn't it?
It is. Well, I pay lighting camera guys lots and lots of money.
So do I. They don't do any good for me, then.
Yeah, that's true, then.
You know. Now, we were talking about David Niven earlier. You bought the rights Was it to his autobiography?
Yes, I bought the rights to The Moon's a Balloon and the Bring on the Empty Horses, which was the follow-up.
But that must have cost you a fortune.
It did, over a period of years, it sort of racked up, and it cost a
And have you still got them?
No, I haven't, actually.
Well, you sold them at an enormous
Well,
profit.
I let them go because I just couldn't afford to keep racking it up, and I had a number of people write scripts to try and turn it into a movie, and it was really difficult because it's really a series of anecdotes, and it's tough to make it work. And it has to be really funny because the book is so funny that if it doesn't deliver a really funny script, it's not going to work. Anyway, I let them go, and finally I've been bought by a very, very nice woman who owns Riverdance, a woman called Moya Doherty.
I know her very well.
You know her well?
I do.
Oh, good.
I was one of the original dancers in there.
Of course.
Yeah. But you haven't seen my hard shoe shuffle then?
No, I'd love to, actually.
No, but not today.
Okay.
Enough. So, Moya.
Moya's bought the rights, and she's extremely nice, and I think it appears she wants me to play Niven, so...
Yeah, that's great.
That's great. So it was all, it works in swings and roundabouts, doesn't it, really?
Good, we'll pursue it. Now, welcome back. You missed nothing. With me is a man whose upper crustness is every inch the genuine article, Nigel Havers, a toff. You are a toff,
Well,
aren't you?
what does it mean? I don't quite know what that means. I loved in the interview you showed in 1985, I said I wanted to play all sorts of other parts, so that didn't work, did it, really? That's a failure. But I played a heart surgeon in a BBC thing a few years back, and I went to see 6 real open heart operations. It became quite an obsessive thing for me to go and do. I loved it. It was so fascinating. And on the sort of 7th one, you had to get permission from the patient. And the doctor said, do you mind tomorrow? There's an actor coming to watch me do your bypass. And this woman said, she was about 85 or something. She said, no, not at all. And he said, well, it's Nigel Havers. Said, oh, Nigel Havers, how lovely. And then she said, but you will be supervising, won't you, doctor? It's so sweet.
Now, you've been in some terrific films over the years. You've had a really good career. You're about to play a role that's a bit closer to home.
Well, if I can get it all together, when I was about 13, 14, my dad, we were all watching telly, and it was interrupted by a news flash that Mick Jagger and Keith Richards had been arrested on a drugs charge. And my dad said, I hope to God they don't ask me to defend them, because he was a barrister. And an hour later, the phone went. Dad answered. He came back and said, I'm defending the Rolling Stones. It didn't last long with Dad saying, I don't... Anyway, so there started this, 1967, there started this amazing summer when I met Mick and Keith, and I was sworn to secrecy by my dad. I wasn't allowed to tell any of my mates or anything. And Dad defended them on the initial charge, and in fact didn't get them off. They went to prison for a couple of nights, and which was interesting. For them, I imagine. And 5,000 fans stoned the News of the World building because it was all a sort of put-up job by the newspaper, apparently. And Dad then got them out on bail and then started this extraordinary trial and ended up with Dad getting them off. So it was just, it's an extraordinary story. And also, it changed my dad forever. He never wore a stiff collar again. He became very groovy and liked listening to the Rolling Stones music, which is very strange. But and also, I was much closer to my dad ever since this episode. So it became a really sort of passage of rights for me, and it's a great story.
You're going to play your father.
So I hope I'm going to play my dad, yeah, which will be very interesting.
That's
In
terrific.
fact, he was younger than me, but I won't tell him on that. They won't know.
Now, what about this? Do you remember the series? You will, of course. Manchild.
Oh, I had more fun of doing that than anything else ever before, or since, really, probably.
Well, it's an excuse for middle-aged men to horse around with dolly birds, wasn't it?
It was exactly that, actually.
High drama.
It was high drama. It was just, there was a rule we had, the 4 of us, that we weren't allowed to go out with anyone older than 26, I think it was. Which was fantastic.
I think
There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I had great sort of many scenes with many beautiful girls in many wonderful situations.
I know. And you hated every moment of it.
I always said to a girl, if you're doing a bed scene, I always said, I apologise, herewith now, if I, if I have a let's say. And then I'd say, a little pause, and then I'd say, and if I don't. by which I cover every possible... It was great fun to do that show. It was just tremendous.
But you haven't had a lot of problems with the ladies, have you? I mean, they do tend to flock to your door.
Well, I've had a very, very lovely life.
Yeah. Yeah.
In every possible way.
Well, Princess Diana was a fan of yours.
Yes, I mean, I was very close to Princess Diana. She was a very lovely girl, and what's that funny smirk you've got on your face?
It's not a funny smirk. What funny smirk? That's my normal expression.
Okay, fine.
It's just
You
your
bugger, you. You are a bugger, you.
You don't want to say anything, do you?
No, not really. No,
okay.
she was a nice bird, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, that's all we're going to get then.
Yeah.
On the internet,
Yeah.
are you aware of this? There is a political party
Yes.
called the Nigel Havers Alliance. Policies: replace the National Health Service with National Havers Health Services. Ugly people denied treatment. And all must undergo an intelligence test.
Yeah.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Well, it's on. I'd love to meet the guy who's been doing this because I know nothing about it. It's just a guy who sort of got in to set it all up, and apparently I put myself up for election last, and I got no votes, which was a bit of a letdown. But I still am going to be Prime Minister, even though I haven't got any MPs. This guy is mad, but it's...
It's nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
It is. What are you going to be up to next? What may we expect? More theatre or more
a bit more theatre, and I'm doing a comedy pilot for the BBC, which we're going to hopefully do in March.
And keeping you busy.
Keeping me
There's
very
no
busy.
chance that you'll come back once again and be, say, Jeremy Vine's researcher.
But you never know. You never know.
Never say never.
I mean, even your researcher, you must have a researcher.
No, I don't.
Don't you?
No. I have a producer and a half an assistant.
Right. What, she's right, part-time is with you and somebody else?
That's right.
Because you can't afford her, obviously.
We have no money.
That's why you're doing the night job.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
8 million listeners and no staff.
Very BBC.
Very economical. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Havers. Thank you.